To people that don't see Peter and Paul very often, I think they feel that these are really the kind of loving brothers that stories are written about. But if you get to know them, for instance, on the field of play, these guys, I'm afraid, are going to kill each other. It's a good thing they work together, because if they were competing with each other, this state wouldn't be safe.
I mean, they can't even fight, let alone play hockey.
They're all right. Such a crybabies. You know, they want more money. I want more money, more money.
I couldn't really tell you which one is which. I mean, they're both kind of, I don't know. What's the difference between the two guys again? One's taller, right?
The Intercontinental Company has taken an approach that is completely focused on the big picture in terms of providing jobs, providing housing, providing workplaces that will allow people to improve their own lives.
The Palandjians and Intercontinental should be proud of getting the NAIOP Developer of the Year. It only goes to the most prestigious developers.
The NAIOP Award truly signifies a level of success in the real estate industry as a whole.
We won an award? Oh boy. Well, just make sure that my brother doesn't have to give a speech.
He's no leader. Too many screw-ups. Too much nepotism.
Oh, there's no doubt that Bob was the driving force behind all the Palandjians and their success, not only as men and as family men, but in the business. And he started from nothing, and he killed himself. And there was always such a pride from the Palandjians.
You know, family and business were kind of blurred lines for us. And so he had a construction job, but he also put himself through college playing the accordion. Our assistant controller, who was our controller for many years and still works with Intercontinental, Marty Panos, was the drummer in that band in those years. I remember him as an omnipresent father. You know, he was at every sports event. We'd go from an early morning hockey game at 6 or 7 in the morning right to his construction sites, and that was a big part of our childhood. My mother was an active part of my dad's business, and to this day she likes to get in the car kind of once every 2 or 3 months and drive our properties and certainly our construction sites. We've had some growth and some successes. You know, every deal we do, we underwrite to a certain hurdle rate, and it has to match the hurdle and the return promises we've made in our funds. And our investors that are not just the 70 or 75 public pension and endowment and Taft-Hartley plans that invest with us, but the tens of thousands of retirees who are in their systems.
They view their civic responsibility as an equal partner with their fiduciary responsibility. We're lucky to have Intercontinental. We're lucky to have the Palandjian family working with us.
I think they're authentic. What you see is what you get. They are compassionate. They treat all of their centers of influence, whether it's team members, customers, shareholders, all at the same level of commitment.
Intercontinental is about long-term relationships. They're probably the youngest executives in the real estate business right now, with one of the largest portfolios, and the portfolio is not just here anymore, it's national.
Bob Palandjian was a guy who was extraordinarily innovative and creative and never discouraged.
From the construction business, he diversified into development, and then by the early 80s had a big enough portfolio that it made sense for him to then go into property management as well. The business that Peter and I came into in the early 90s was essentially a fully diversified, vertically integrated, full services real estate organization with all the disciplines under one roof.
I guess I would characterize Intercontinental's strengths as being able to see value where other people may not, largely because of their contracting experience and history.
We do what we always have done and what my father did, which was find value and look for opportunities in real estate, apply our core competencies and our real estate skills to create value in real estate. That's something my father always did.
Culture really is fundamentally based on sort of an athletic mentality, both based on teamwork and very, very strong competition.
You know, there was some feeling amongst our employees 6 or 7 years ago that we were getting out of value-add development and construction, and the truth is we're doing more today than we've ever done. Look at Water Place, look at D Street, President's Place. We're in the ground with $500 million of construction today. So we're still a REOC, as much as we're also trying to be Fidelity or Putnam, being a money manager. And as part of that evolution, what I never would have seen, 5 or 6 years ago would be the kind of administrative and the reporting side. And what's been, extremely gratifying is watching our employees rise to the occasion.
Hockey is what really seems to be their passion, and it's really too bad because they really have no skill whatsoever. And I feel for the employees, quite frankly, that they got to come out and put up with this stuff. So, anyways, I commend them on their dedication and commitment to the game. But quite frankly, the game would be better off if they just quit.
His hockey playing makes his acting look like he's the second coming of Marlon Brando.
Yeah, I think my acting is going very well.
There's an intense sense of pride in everything the Palandjians do.
It's wonderful to see a second-generation management team built on a value system.
We take a lot of pride in our projects from a design perspective, and I think it shows. 90 Hotel is a perfect example of a project that we were almost obsessive about every detail. It's paid off.
And I actually do love the hotel. It's a fabulous hotel. It's a great location, great service, really terrific rooms. The thing I like most about 90 is almost every time I stay there, Paul's not there. Because he's constantly, look at this, what do you think of this? Hey, I bought these and yeah, enough. Okay, you bought the lamps, you picked the lamps out, blah, blah, blah. God.
I appreciate companies like Intercontinental that are headquartered here, that hire the best and the brightest from Massachusetts and then use their skills here to develop our Commonwealth, as well as developing areas around the country.
Peter, one of your great lines during your stellar tennis career was after you won, and you did beat me once, which I remember, you liked to shake hands and say, "I won." Well, guess what, boys? You guys are still winning.
Paul, Pete, Peter, Pete, can you do me a huge favor? My son's just gotten into tennis, and he from what he was told, you were once a.
For God's sakes, can't you see I'm busy?
Come on, it's for the kids. Are you kidding me? That my son would be thrilled. It would be great. I know you got a big game here. You're trying to play the game. I'm sorry I didn't take the cap off. Oh, nice effort. Nice effort. Is he going to be able to read that? Nice effort.
Dickhead.